Another question which I receive, and luckily it isn't a frequently asked question, but it has been asked on a number of occasions, and it is, oh, if I get a regulator in my gun, how much power can I get out of it? I then have to try and politely explain to people that a regulator is absolutely nothing at all to do with increasing the power of an air rifle. In fact, it is quite the adverse. In countries where they have very, very high powered air guns, and that is what they wish to have, you will not find them, or you will very, very rarely find them fitted with a regulator. A regulator is basically to improve accuracy and shot count. It is nothing to do with putting the power up or putting the power down. People ask about how many bar of air can I push through the regulator for power. Again, that's a very, in my opinion, stupid question to ask, and this is the simple reason why. It's all about the entire setup. The regulator is just part of an entire setup of outlet valve, spring compression, transfer port size, hammer weight, hammer travel, and the compression on the hammer spring. It's nothing to do with the gas pressure that's put through to the outlet valve by the regulator. And what I mean by this is, if you've got a non-regulated air gun like that and fill it to 200 bar, then obviously you've got 200 bar pressing on the outlet valve, and so the potential for great power is quite high. If you buy and install a regulator and pop it in, and the regulator is only set at 100 bar, then the potential for great output has already halved. You know, simple as that. You do get people with high power air guns with regulators fitted in. Some of them have the regulators set right up at 140 bar, and the outlet valve space chamber is quite small. Some people will be getting exactly the same amount of power, but the regulator will only be set at 90 bar, and for these people the outlet valve chamber will be considerably bigger. So if it's set at 90 bar or 140 bar, the amount of energy and power contained within that space is the same, and so therefore the power of the gun has nothing to do with the output pressure of the regulator. The power of the gun is to do with the size of the outlet valve, the compression of the spring, the size of the transfer port, the weight of the hammer, the travel of the hammer, and the size and weight and compression of that hammer spring. A regulator is nothing to do with powering up your air rifle. It's simply a device for controlling the output pressure at the outlet valve, so as you get more consistent feet per second stability shot per shot. Instead of the power going up and down or getting a curve, it's just a nice flat line, and this obviously gives better accuracy, and this makes the gun more efficient and you get more shots. It's nothing to do with power.